Hi there, it's Colin from Heal Green Heritage again. Today I'm going to show you how I watermark a photo. So I think I've said before in some previous videos that if we have copyright images that we're not that the copyright holder hasn't permitted us to share it, we can still display it on the website because we're a history site and we're not trying to make any profit off it, as long as we're not like publishing whole books or whole sets of photos or whatever. It's just odd ones. That's okay for history purposes. However, we just want to be very careful. First off, we make sure we lock the photos in the software, which I can show you another time how we do that, to stop people sharing the photo. But today I just wanted to show you how we watermark the images. So just share the screen again. This piece of software is called PaintShop Pro. There's lots and lots of editing software available in the world, so I'm sure you can do this kind of thing in other software. It's quite old, this version as well, but I paid good money for it, so I'm a little reluctant to buy a new piece of software. So I just randomly opened up a picture here just to show you how the process works. So here's a picture of the Heal Green Hotel. I happen to know this was taken by for an article for Cheshire Life. So Cheshire Life own the copyright. That's interesting to see. So the photographer isn't necessarily the person, just because they took it doesn't mean they hold the copyright. And just because a particular magazine had the copyright in 1967 doesn't mean that's the same company that now owns the asset. So as it happens, Cheshire Life still a publication that's going today. They could argue that they want some money for reproducing this photograph. So I just need to be a little bit careful about reproducing it. So what I do, this actually isn't a very big photograph. So there's normally 3 photos I make. One is to keep the original. So here's the original. I'd make a copy with a watermark on, and I'd make a reduced copy to display on the website if we needed it on there. So I'm going to show you what we do to put watermark on. So if I just come into here, I'm just going to open up a watermark. So I store these behind the scenes. If you watch the last one, you'll see I'll go in there. Now, looking at the picture, there's different sorts of colours of logos and sizes of logos. So I think what I need here is a small white logo. Scrolling through, there's the small white one. Let's see if that works. So this is the small white logo. So I'm going to select the picture, copy it, just close that window down, open this one up again, and then copy it in onto the photo. So let's say I was going to put it up in that corner on the photo on this one. Okay, and then I'd save that back. I'm not going to save it just now because I don't want to destroy the picture or make a copy of this one at the moment. And then the other thing I'd do normally is reduce it. Now this is already quite a small image, but I'll show you. I might not reduce them when they're very low. When I say it's small, you can see along here. This is a count of the pixels on the picture. And a modern picture off a phone will have maybe 2,000 pixels across or more, maybe 4,000 pixels. A lot of the files we're dealing with will have 1,000 pixels. Some of them are down to 300 or 400 on some of the really poor resolution ones. Anyway, this particular version is 600 pixels, and that's sort of getting on the borderline where if you make it much smaller, you won't see it very well at all. But let's just show you what happens. So if I needed to create a smaller version, I go in here, image resize. This is a percentage. It's going to make it smaller, and it'll show you this is the size it'll be when I've finished. So it's under 300 pixels by 200. Let's just show you what it looks like. There you go. It's made a smaller version of the photo, and I'd save that back. So I'd have those 3 photos, and I think I showed you in a previous video. Let's just take you to the drive here. Sorry, yeah, that was right behind the scenes. So I have these areas where I'd store the original in here, which doesn't go on display. The one with the watermark I put out in HM4, which is the library that you can see, and the small one goes in here, and I'll later pick it up when I'm building the website. And another time I'll show you how I go about building a website page. But for now, that's all for today. Just a little one for today. See you soon. Bye now.